Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's doing well today. So I just wanted to show you that I was in the middle of making some press-on nails for my daughter. We decided to get our nails out of the way since Easter is next week, and there's a high chance and high possibility I'm going to be pretty busy. So I wanted to go ahead and get my nails out of the way. I could have just did the nails and put them on at a later time, but I wanted to be able to wear them for at least a week just to make sure that I feel nice and comfortable in them because I haven't wore this length in a while. These are the McCart Coffin Long, and I really like this shape. These are not made of gel. These are like more plastic, but I love these nails because they were less expensive than the gel nails, and you get a lot of them. So when I was purchasing all these nails a few years ago, the nails you can get like a pack of them, like a pack of like maybe 200 for $8. And you just think of all the sets that you can make, all the designs and things you can make. So this was the length that I was wearing when I first started making my own press on nails. So I'm just basically going back to what I used to do. And I do like this length. It's just a little longer than I'm used to wearing because lately I've been just wearing short nails or whatever. But what I like about this length and the square tip at the bottom versus the stiletto nails is when I'm typing, I can still type at a nice speed without, messing up. But sometimes with those stiletto nails, your fingers are, kind of getting stuck between the keys and things like that. But because these have a square tip, I tend to be able to type good with these and everything. So we just decided we wanted to wear some longer nails. And I really love how the longer nails look on your fingers. They just, I don't know, they make your hands just look so nice. Now, I cannot do those XXL nails and things like that I see the girls, still wearing. But this length is just right for me. When I want a little length, I'll do these. I cannot do the XLs and XXLs and all that. They look so pretty on people's fingers, but it just doesn't work for me or my lifestyle. I don't have the lifestyle to wear those kind of nails because I know that they would probably be breaking off every other day because I work with my hands a lot. So this length is very comfortable for me and I love it. So right now I'm on that second coat, and then I'm going to cure these for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put the builder gel on. The builder gel I really love because you can just make the nail look a little bit more strong. And it does give the appearance of a acrylic nail. There's nothing like an acrylic nail, obviously. The acrylic nail is the original, it's the OG, it's the ones that, they're unmatched in terms of, how they look and everything and how strong they are. But I do like Gel X nails and wearing press on nails. And to know that I can make them myself is even better. So right now, I'm about to go ahead and add the builder gel again for strength. And what I like to do is I start at the very tip, at the cuticle area of the press on nail, and I just work my way down. And I just kind of hold it at an angle so that it can, the gel can come down to the tip. And if it looks like I have too much on there, then I'm able to identify it right away and just kind of like brush it and blend it out. So I'm adding builder gel to this set as well. This is the Model Ones builder gel that I love. And they have this in different colors too. So I'm really gonna try and work with builder gel a little bit more. And I just got the clear one because I thought it would be better to just, if I want to make any press on nail that I have, be it some press on nails from Shein or some press on nails that I just purchased out of Target or anywhere, at least I could make them a little stronger if I wanted to. So I really like that. So that's what I'm doing here. And it usually will self level and everything, but you should also just pay attention to the tip of the nail and hold it at an angle so you can identify if you have on too much product on the nail, because usually if you have on too much product, it'll show at the very tip of the nail. There'll be like this little bubble that creates at the tip of the nail. And once you cure it, it's kind of hard to fix it. So it's best to just put it on there, look at the nail from each angle, and make sure before you put it inside of the cure lamp, because once you cure it, it's kind of stuck in place and it's kind of not the easiest to fix. You know, if you don't mind, you can obviously file it down and maybe fix it, but you know, who wants to do all that when all you can do is just take a few minutes to just really look at the nail really well and make sure everything is nice and self-leveled before curing it. So that's what I'm doing here. And this is so simple, you guys, very beginner friendly. All of you do is invest in you some, you know, press on nails. It can be Macart, it can be other brands, whatever shape that you prefer, whatever shape that you like. And then you just get your nail stand and you put them on there with some of the it's kind of like it's kind of like a putty. Can't even really describe what it is, but it holds your nails on your stand for you, and you're able to file and things like that. So I really like that. And then I just do it myself. And you just buy your press on nails, stick them on your stand. You file, you take your buffer and buff away the shine of the nail, because that's what's going to make your gel polish adhere and not peel off or anything like that. And so once you buff it out, you just basically put your gel polish on. And after you get your gel polish on, you cure it for 60 seconds, and then you do another coat, and then you cure another 60 seconds, and then you do your builder gel. You cure that for 60 seconds. So right here, I'm just trying to find my rhinestones so that I can go ahead and just put some rhinestones. And so these I got from Shein a couple of weeks ago. I think they were like just 99 cents for this many. I don't know. I guess I thought it was going to be a little bit more in there, but it really was a lot. It was I had enough to do my nails and a set for my daughter. So this set that I'm working on for my daughter, I just basically took my Macart gem glue. After I took it out of the light from the builder gel, I didn't put my top coat on yet. I'm going to put my rhinestones on first. But it's very important that once you put your top, I hope I'm not confusing y'all, but what I'm trying to say is once you put your builder gel on, you definitely want to cure it. And then if you're going to be doing any kind of designs in terms of rhinestones and things like that, you want to go ahead and put your gem glue on, put your rhinestones on, cure it again, and then do your top coat. But you do not want to not top coat your nails after you do the builder gel, because the builder gel has like this sticky, tacky kind of residue once you cure it. Even though it looks nice and shiny and everything, it still has like this tacky kind of residue. So you want to top coat and cure that for 60 seconds. And once you cure that for 60 seconds, then, you know, you're good. So what I did was I just basically put on the rhinestones that I was going to put on her nail. I did her middle finger and her pointer and her index finger. I just put a few rhinestones at the top and then cured those for 60 seconds. And then I went ahead in with the top coat and top coated everything. Again, I do not put the top coat on top of the rhinestones. I go around the rhinestones. So I used to make the mistake of putting the top coat on top of the rhinestone, but it kind of made the it doesn't make your stones pop as much. It's not as vibrant. So what I do is I go around it with my top coat and then I cure it for 60 seconds. So right here, I'm just still putting on the rest of her rhinestones, and I'm just taking my stick and moving them around. And once I get them positioned the way I want them, then I'm going to go ahead and cure them in my light for 60 seconds. I could have done all of them at the same time, but I was just doing it this way because I didn't want to move on to the next nail and then things start moving around. So you can also flash cure them, but I didn't have a little flash cure light on hand with me. But when I say flash cure, I mean they have these little flashlights, and they're for curing your nails or holding your nails in place while you work on the next nail. So I could have done that now that I think about it, because I do have a flash cure light, but it's not the kind that you kind of like click on. I would kind of have to put my finger under it and all that other stuff, and I didn't have it plugged in, so I wasn't able to do it. So anyway, I'm moving on to the next hand. And again, just basically putting some rhinestones all the way down. And once I get everything the way I want it, then I'm just going to go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to move on to the index and the pointer finger. And I just basically at the cuticle put 2 rhinestones. That's it. And I'm done. And I top coat, file off that little bump at the end of the nail, and that I'm basically done. And then after that, um, I basically just file my daughter's nails down on her nail bed, push back her cuticles, get any kind of, residue from anything under her cuticles, and then use my Macart glue, and I just press them on, and they're on. And they're nice and thick, and giving the appearance of maybe an acrylic nail. It gives the appearance of a that you just went and got your nails done. So that's what I love about this, and I can use my own creativity and do whatever I want. So that is the good thing about doing nails. And if you are not like I was always saying, if you're not one that does all the nail art and freehand nail art, there's stickers, there's so many different things that you can use for your nails. But we just wanted a little bling. Easter's coming up next weekend, and we just wanted some blinged out cute little nails that were fast and easy, not too much, just really cute. So you guys doing anything for Easter? Making Easter baskets for your kids or doing anything fun like that? I remember I used to make these cute Easter baskets for Jalen when she was young. And as she got older, I started putting like more expensive things in her Easter basket. Like I would put, maybe some teenage perfume, that I thought she might like, or some tennis shoes, or, you know, just, and I go to See's Candy and get one of those chocolate bunnies, and I put them in there. I don't know. I've always just tried to be that mom that, did a lot of fun things, when it came to Easter and Valentine's Day and any of those little holidays that are fun for the kids. And I used to love to do those kind of things, go and buy a cute little outfit for them and everything. But, with my grandson, I'm probably just gonna get him a little gift card, and we're gonna make him a little basket. Actually, my sister said she made him a basket, so I don't really have to make him a basket, but I'm gonna probably get him a little Target gift card and get him some candy, and that's probably gonna be it. But I try, you guys, I try to be a good grandmother, try to do fun things with the kids, and remember the things that I used to do with my daughter, and, incorporate those things, and, make some little adjustments, obviously, since he's a boy. But I remember I wasn't even sure if boys wanted, Easter baskets. I think one time I put on Facebook, do boys want Easter baskets? Do little boys want Easter baskets? And it was all my friends that had boys. They was on there like, yes, they like Easter baskets. They like, that kind of stuff. It's okay. And so I was just, I don't know, just asking the question, because I was like, well, maybe I should just, is that too girly, or should I just get him? I don't know. I guess I just, asked the question because I was curious. And it's nice to know that kids can just be kids and they don't get talked about just because, somebody made them an Easter basket or whatever, and they're a little boy or whatever. So they like Easter egg hunts. They like coloring eggs. I think that was another question I had. Do boys want to color eggs? Do they feel like doing that? I don't know. I just wanted to, I had a daughter, so I didn't really do all those things. And I do have a little brother, but I couldn't remember if my mom did those kind of things with him, because me and my brother are like 10 years apart. So I don't remember, honestly. So right now, after I've cured those rhinestones, I'm going to go ahead and do the top coat on the nail. I love this top coat. This is the McCart top coat. And basically, I'm just, putting it on there. I try not to drench it. You don't want it to be too thick because it'll give the appearance of just, looking whatever. So I like my nails to look nice and smooth. So I'm just putting the top coat around the rhinestones, as you can see, going around the rhinestones. And then I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And that's it. You know, call my daughter to the living room. Hey, your nails are ready. And we just put them on. And you guys will see the final look. I'm going to put some pictures up and also show you how they look after I put them on her fingers. And then I'll share with you guys my video of my nails. I might just put some pictures of my own nails on there instead of showing you a whole new video because it's basically the same concept. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I'm just going to add some pictures of my nails at the end so that you can see how mine's turned out as well. They came out really cute though, guys, and it was just really simple. You can do this with any length of nails or whatever. Just simple. And the rhinestones are so inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them on Shein, you can get them, so many different places sell a lot of cute nail supplies. So basically I have so much stuff, you guys. I could do my nails for the next 10 years, and I'm being totally honest because when the pandemic hit, I was buying so much stuff, y'all. I had so much stuff. Like I did a deep dive into everything, and I was just wanting to just make press on nails. And I think I shared with you guys that at one point in time I had a Shopify store and I thought I was going to sell press on nails. But ooh, the girls are so talented that I wasn't really into all of that freehand art, but I can make a pretty nail. But a lot of people, I guess, at the time weren't really feeling press on nails like that. Everybody was into acrylic, so they weren't really feeling the Gel X nails, if I can be completely honest. When I first had my Shopify store, a lot of people were still into acrylic nails and everything. And I totally get it because acrylic nails are that girl. They're really pretty. I love watching girls do nail videos and things like that. But this was easier for me. I don't have to leave the comfort of my home. I have all the supplies I need. And I basically just do this and do it myself. And so I did my press on toes today too, guys. But you already saw. I did the same exact set, the French tips, so it was nothing new. But I did some press on toes today as well. And so that's basically it, you guys. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. Sorry for stumbling over my words. Sorry if I repeated myself a million times. But right now I'm just filing off that little tip at the bottom, that little bump at the bottom that, the manufacturer, leaves on there when you get them. So I'm just filing that off. And then I'm going to show you how my daughter's nails look. And I'll, again, put some pictures of my nails so you see mine. So I don't have to upload two different videos. It's the same concept, just different colors. Same design, pretty much, just different colors. So anyway, you guys, love y'all. And like, share, and comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Love you guys, and you guys have a nice evening. Okay, so here comes my daughter's hand in a second so you can see. Here's her hand. Her nails came out so pretty, you guys. Love y'all. Okay, bye.